organic shopping. I just wanted to show you some new things that I learned, and also I wanted to respond to some comments that I received. First thing I want to show you is this website right here. It's called Global Sweet, and they sell these fragments called Smart Sweet Fragments. I like the cinnamon and the peppermint. The reason I like both of them is because they only have 2 ingredients. They have xylitol, and they also have cinnamon oil and also peppermint oil for each one. So if you look down, it'll show the ingredients right here that I wrote. The cinnamon has Smart Sweet Xylitol and pure essential oil of cinnamon. And the peppermint is Smart Sweet Xylitol and pure essential oil of peppermint. And both are from the bark of the birchwood tree. Some of the other xylitol will be from corn, and you have to worry about it being genetically modified. And I'll explain that a little bit later. And another comment I received was about the vitamin A. And one thing that I discovered recently is this cod liver oil. It's Twin Labs Norwegian cod liver oil. Now, if you look on the back, it'll show you the ingredients. Cod liver oil. And it has vitamin A right here, and also vitamin D. So it'll have, and plus it'll have omega-3s and the DHA. But what I discovered was really amazing. My son had just a light little red spot on his forehead that was getting ready to develop into the first part of the acne. And I gave him the cod liver oil, and then he put just a little bit on there, and then overnight he kept it on his skin, and in the morning he woke up and the red spot was gone. But he did have another one that was starting to develop where it had some of the stuff in the red spot where it was going to come out, where it'll come out the white stuff so that you can extract it. But what I did was I used the Dead Sea Mask Mineral Mud Mask. I applied that first because when you leave this on, it basically will exfoliate your skin and it'll open up your pores. And then he washed it off after about 5 minutes because it'll tell you how long to use it. It's like 3 to 7 minutes, but I never leave it on that long. You would want to wash it off after about 5 minutes because if you leave it on too long, your skin will become red and irritated. But then after I used that, then I applied the Norwegian cod liver oil, the Twin Labs. But you have to make sure, remember it says cod liver oil, because some of them will have things taken away from the cod liver oil, but this is the one I get, or they might add extra things, but I get this one. So then he applied the cod liver oil to it, and then overnight he slept, and then he woke up and it actually looked better. He told me it didn't hurt as much. So then he reapplied the cod liver oil onto it, and then by the next day the stuff that was in there had already started disappearing. And then by the 3rd day, it had vanished completely. But he had to keep applying the cod liver oil throughout the day. But it took around 3 days. But if you actually have the white stuff under it that is getting ready to come out, you have to first put the mud mask on because it will open up the pores. But if it's only just a little red spot with nothing in it, put the cod liver oil on top of it and sleep with it overnight. And then when you wake up in the morning, it'll be gone. It's just truly amazing. Now, one other thing that I've discovered is if you have dry, itchy skin, especially if you go outside and you start to sweat, what you want to do is use these 2 products. It's the Heritage Store, that's the name brand, but the vegetable glycerin and the rose water, those 2 mixed together, basically all you do is you take a little bit of glycerin in your hand, you rub it, you'll put it on your skin where it's dry, and then you can apply just a little bit of rose water. And it really hydrates your skin. What my son, he had a little bit of dry skin, he applied some to the dry skin, and when he woke up in the morning, he said his skin did not itch anymore. His skin was completely hydrated. So if you have that dry eczema type skin or just some type of dry skin, it'll just take it away. But these 2 are the ones that I used. This brand right here, Heritage Store, because I have tried other glycerins on myself and my skin got irritated. But this glycerin, I've been using it for a while on myself, and I noticed that it was hydrating my skin. So that's what gave me the idea to let my son try it, and it really worked. It's amazing. Okay. There's just a couple of other things that I want to show you, some food products that I like to feed my family. One thing that I like to eat, my son and my husband, it's this brand right here, but it's almond butter. And if you look at the ingredients, it will be just almonds, basically. There's no other things, it's just raw almonds. And then you can put it on some of the bread. You could toast it or just warm the bread up or put it on cold bread. And I love using the Rudy's sourdough bread. And if you, one other thing I was wanting to show you, if you like to make any type of pasta, I like this pasta. It's in a glass container because you don't have to worry about it being in a plastic one, since it's real, tomatoes are acidic and it might leach into the plastic. And this brand doesn't have anything, any added ingredients in it. I really love this brand. It doesn't have any sugar in it either. And the last thing that I want to show you was these noodles. This brand right here is some brown rice noodles. And this is the ingredients: organic brown rice and water. And then I will just use some grass-fed organic hamburger meat. That's my favorite to use. And then to explain the GMO, what I was talking about, if you look at this site right here, drmercola.com, I'm sorry, I spelled it wrong, MERCOLA. And in this particular article is, how can the wealthiest industrialized nation be the sickest? If you go to that article, it'll explain about the GMO foods and how the seeds are changed. And he'll list all the foods that you have to worry about that can be genetically modified. And I just wanted to remember to leave a comment and subscribe and rate. Thank you. Bye.